Nick Thorgerson is still pitching for the Hawks, as he's been pitching a solid no-hitter. Well, not no-hitter, but a solid scoreless game. Pretty sure that ball just grazed Castanelli's foot as well, so he's going to try and recover from that one. Coach telling him to walk it off. Ball is hit over to third base. Running over to catch that ball is the third baseman to make the play at first, but he cannot get there in time, as Castanelli gets a base hit with number 20, Justin Palladino, stepping up to bat. The opportunity to score some runs has never been greater for the Hawks. For the Vikings, as no outs are made in this inning, and Thorgerson going back to first, trying to get that out. Ball is thrown on the outside. That ball is cracked over the third base line, but is hit foul. Thorgerson throws back to first. Is not able to connect. Ball's thrown a bit high. As Justin Palladino takes his base and runners advance, the Vikings now have a runner in scoring position with Jeremy Guerrero stepping up to bat. Still no outs left. Still no outs in this inning. As Guerrero takes a strike. Count is 0-1. That ball is thrown just a bit outside for a 1-1 count. Thorgerson may be feeling the pressure now, as he has two runners on base, one in scoring position. Ball is thrown a bit low. Count is 2-1. Thorgerson may be feeling this pressure, as there are still no outs in the inning. Two runners on base with one on a dangerous hitter at bat, as that ball is thrown a bit low. The count is 3-1. Nick trying to avoid that second consecutive walk, as he now has to deliver a strike. That ball is hit foul over the first baseman. We now have a full count for Jeremy Guerrero. Still no outs left in this inning. Still no outs in this inning. It's not that there are no outs left, it's that there are no outs. And that ball is inside for ball number 4. We now have bases loaded. No outs in this inning, as Nick Salzano steps up to bat. Coach wants to get a word in with Thorgerson, as he Tries to help him out in this situation. The pressure seems to be mounting as we now have the bases loaded. 2 runners in scoring position with 1 on first and no outs. Thorgerson now delivering the pitch as that is swung on, hit foul. Count is 0-1. Nick Salzano is up at bat. That ball is hit deep to right field, but goes foul. Count 0-2. That ball is hit over to third base. The play was made at third, with the first run coming in for the Vikings. It is now a 8-1 game. A runner still in scoring position, with the top of the batting order now coming up. Fabio Ricci, as he cracks that ball over to short. Third baseman runs over to catch that as the play was made. And the second out has been called. A very solid double play by the Hawks to get them out of a very sticky situation. Vikings seem to be hopeful in that moment, but with a solid double play to first and then back to third, the Hawks get themselves out of that situation, allowing only 1 run to be scored. The score is 8-1, still in the Hawks' control. Nick Gamboli getting ready for his first at-bat. Pitch is hit foul for a strike call. Ball 1 for Nick Gamboli. Count is 1-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Would have been a solid hit if he had connected. That ball is hit deep to center field. Going back is the second baseman, but the center fielder has caught that ball for the first out of the inning. Number 9, Anthony Arresto is now up at bat. Anthony Arresto is up at bat. John Cooley getting his first out of the game as he delivers the ball to Anthony. Pitch thrown a bit low. Pitch is thrown down the middle for a strike. That ball is hit foul, as the count is still 1-2. That ball is hit deep center field as well. Waiting for the ball is the center fielder as he makes the play. Number 50 now for the Hawks, Nick Kolbaba, steps up to bat. 2 outs now in the bottom of the 7th inning, with Kolbaba stepping up to bat, getting ready. Here comes John Cooley. Curveball coming in for ball number 1. Swing and a miss for strike 2, or strike 1 rather. Count is 1-1. The 1-1 count makes it 2, which is probably what gave me that inference. Cooley now getting ready for his next pitch, as that ball is hit right to third base, and the play is made. A solid 1-2-3 inning for the Vikings with their new pitcher, John Cooley, up on the plate. And it may be time for the Hawks to start worrying that they won't get any more runs for the rest of the game. But something that they shouldn't worry about, as they have a 8-1 lead. All right, we now have number 21, Matt Casanelli, stepping up to bat for the Vikings. The opportunity to start a rally for his team begins right here. Thorgerson with the pitch, inside for strike number 1. Just a bit low for ball 1. Count 1-1. Swing and a miss by Casanelli for strike 2. Casanelli swings and hits it over to third. The third baseman throws it to first and makes the play. Casanelli is out, as we have the first out. As we now have the first out for the 8th inning. Next up to bat is number 12, John Fussell. Strike 1 call on Fussell. Count is 0-1. Thorgerson lines up the pitch, swing and a miss by Fussell. Count is 0-2. Thorgerson pitching solid this inning. Just a bit outside for the first ball. Count is 1-2. The windup and pitch. Swing and hit deep to the gap between center and right field. Fussell rounds first, goes for second. The right fielder throws in the ball as Fussell remains at second for a solid double. Moves into scoring position with the leadoff batter, number 24, Luigi Suazo, stepping up to bat. Suazo with the opportunity to bring another run in, dwindling that lead that RCC has, that they've had since the beginning of the game. Thorgson with the pitch. The ball was dangerously close to me, but just flew by. Ball was hit foul for a 0-1 count for Luigi. That ball is hit over to third base. Throw is made at first for the second out of the inning. Number 6 now. Mark D'Amelio is up at bat. Runner still in scoring position with 2 outs in the inning. D'Amelio takes a ball. That pitch is low, but is called for a strike. Count is 1-1. That ball is hit deep to left field. Waiting for the ball to come in is the left fielder as he makes the play and throws the ball in to end the inning. Anthony Milano now stepping up to bat. Leadoff hitter for the RCC Hawks at the bottom of this 8th inning. John Cooley is pitching for the Vikings. He had a strong inning last round. Let's see if he can keep that pitching up and blow out these RCC Hawks. The pitch. Straight down the middle for a strike. Count is 0-1 for Anthony Milano. Cooley now lining up as he takes a step back. Maybe not feeling that pitch. He gets ready. Just a bit outside for the first ball. Count is 1-1 now. The pitch hit deep to center field. Center fielder going to get the ball, and he does. Makes the first out of the game. Well, first out of the inning, rather. As Milano is struck out, and we go back to the top of the batting order with Victor Sanchez stepping up to bat. Cooley with his 4th straight out. Not even allowing any RCC Hawks to step foot on base, as he has pitched a 1-2-3 sweep of the Hawks. That pitch comes in for a strike. That ball is hit down the third base line, and the play is not made at first, with Victor Sanchez called safe on base. Number 7 now. Anthony Barbetto is stepping up to bat. Sanchez going for second, as he is called out for the second out in the inning. The Vikings very happy for that out, but should be worried about this next inning that they have. If they are not able to score and tie up the RCC Hawks, this game is over. Cooley now gets ready to line up his next pitch, as Anthony Barbetto calls for a time. Pitch is just outside. That pitch is low once again. Count 2-0. Cooley now. The pitch is low once again for ball number 3. A 3-0 count for Anthony Barbetto, as John Cooley now seems to be losing grip. He was pitching solid last inning, but allowed a base hit in this inning, but was able to get out of that with the runner being caught at caught at second, stealing. The pitch, and that is hit over to right field, making the play as our fielder, but cannot connect with the out. As Anthony Barbetto now takes his base, we have Scott Pesciani now stepping up to base, an outfielder for the Hawks. Scott is a freshman here at Rockland Community College. Pitch is thrown just a bit low for ball number 1. That ball is hit foul for strike 1. Count 1-1. Ball just a bit inside for the second ball. Count is 2-1. Only with 2 outs in this inning. One more strike to end it all for the Vikings. And the pitch is low for ball number 3. Count is 3-2. We now have a full count for Scott Pesciani. As Cooley now lines up. And the pitch is low for ball number 4. He walks his batter. Well, now we have a batter on second and first with number 17, Billy Seymour, stepping up to bat. This batter hit a home run in the bottom of the 3rd inning, driving in a crucial yet solid run for these Hawks. Cooley now with the pitch. That ball is hit over to left center field. going back as the fielder as he makes the play and ends the inning. A fresh pitcher can always find themselves in a very scary situation when that problem arises. Any moment of a rally by the Vikings, and this game could be completely changed. One can only know after the first leadoff batter, Justin Casanelli, steps up to bat. Seems like the Vikings have a teammate named Alec, which is coincidental to my name, which is also Alec. Very unique name. No one is really named Alec. Props to you, Alec Eisenberg, of the SUNY Westchester Vikings. Tip my hat off to you. All right, let's get back to this game. Justin Casanelli now stepping up to bat, going against the new pitcher, James Veltiti. Veltiti, a freshman from Stony Point, goes up against Justin Casanelli. Veltiti now with the pitch, and it's outside for ball number 1. That ball is hit up towards shortstop as the play is made for the first out of the inning. As number 20, Justin Palladino, gets ready for his at-bat. Only 2 outs remaining to end this ball game. Ball number 2. That ball is popped up for the second strike. That ball is hit deep to center field for a base hit. Going in to get it is the right fielder, as Justin Palladino gets himself on base. Jeremy Guerrero now comes up to bat. His opportunity to really help out the team and bring in some runs can aid a rally. Let's see what happens here. Only 1 out in this inning so far, as Guerrero takes a strike. Count is 0-1. Double play can easily end this game in a flash. Guerrero hopeful to not let that happen. Pitch is inside. Runner on first, as that strike is delivered down the middle. Count is 1-2. Veltiti not worrying about the runner on first, as he may not be threatening to steal a base. As Veltiti tries to throw it over, but doesn't get a chance. As the coach now comes out for a few words to exchange with the umpire, as Valtitti didn't let go of that ball, and the problem is arising now that it may be a balk. As the umpire now calls for the home plate umpire to discuss the problem that has arisen. Well, I honestly have no idea what just happened, but this game is almost over. These Vikings have no possible way of catching up, honestly, as that ball is hit foul down the base field line, and it's a fair ball still, actually. Rounding the base is Guerrero, as he earns a double for the Vikings. I may be eating my words right off the plate that has been served to me, as that double easily moved 2 runners into scoring position. All it takes right now is for number 5, Nick Salzano, to hit a home run and put their team halfway away from tying the game up. They only have 1 out. Their backs aren't against the wall yet. Not even stressed about this situation because this new inning can mean anything. Salzano now, getting ready for his pitch. James Valtitti delivers, down line, calls for a strike. Count is 0-1. Once again, a double play can end this game at any moment. Pitch is called for a strike 2. Count 0-2 for Salzano. Ball escapes the catcher, Anthony Milano, but he recovers and doesn't allow home plate to be stolen. Number 27, Fabio Ricci, is warming up as he is the next batter for the Vikings. Valtitti now. That ball is hit to the gap between second and short. That ball is thrown to home as Guerrero holds at third with the second run for WCC being scored. The Vikings 2, the Hawks 8. As Guerrero is moved to third now, as Salzano takes first base. Fabio Ricci now, the leadoff hitter, is up at bat once again. Only 1 out still in this inning as the first pitch is called for a ball. Count 1-0 with 1 out. Ricci taking his time, getting ready. As Valtitti delivers a ball again. That is ball number 2 for Fabio Ricci. Pressure seems to be mounting on James Valtitti's shoulders as he pitches a strike, but his back seems to be against the wall with 1 run already being driven in, and seems like these batters are playing T-ball with him as they've just been hitting ball after ball. As that is ball number 3. Count is 3-1 with 1 out. James with the pitch, and he throws it to first. And the pitch is down the first base line, hit for a base hit. Guerrero comes in to score, rounding third. Rounding second is Salzano, as he is safe at third. WCC now with 3 runs, with the RCC Hawks at 8. A solid hit from Fabio Ricci, as Matt Casanelli is up at bat. James Veltity is being called up by his coach to discuss things, as he is taken off the mound, actually. That short-lived run for the closer, James Veltity has come to an end, as they call in a new pitcher to finish this game. The Vikings now down by 5 points, with RCC still in lead, but with two runners on base and another runner coming up to bat with only 1 out in this inning, RCC still has many things to worry about. As number 10 now, Matt Kostalos steps up and starts pitching for the Hawks. Seems to be bringing the heat as he's warming up right now, so we'll take a break and let him warm up as we await the conclusion of this baseball game this afternoon. It's the RCC Hawks with 8, WCC Vikings with 3. And we are now back with the conclusion of this game. Number 21, Matt Casanelli, is now up at bat for the Westchester County Vikings. Matt Kostalos is now pitching for the RCC Hawks. There's a runner on third and first, as that ball is popped up high and is foul. Strike 1. RCC is still looking for that double play to end this game right now and get out of this clutch situation that they have found themselves in. WCC, however, is trying to rally on these new pitchers, like I said in the beginning of the inning. That ball is popped up high for strike number 2. That ball is popped up high for strike number 2. Fresh pitcher, as I said in the beginning of the inning, allows the opposing team to start a field day and just start rallying against the pitcher, as that ball is thrown low for ball number 1. Count 1-2 with only 1 out in the top of the 9th. Kostalos now lining up his pitch, a freshman here at RCC. That ball is hit down the third baseline and goes out foul. Castanelli working the count now with Kostalis. The pitch is just outside. Count 2-2. That ball is hit down the line towards second, and the ball is thrown to first for the double play to end the game. The RCC Hawks have won this baseball game. RCC 8, WCC 3. The RCC Hawks win the game. Some words exchanged on field now between each team. A solid performance by the RCC Hawks. 8 runs scored, with Billy Seymour hitting a solo homer in the 3rd inning. We reached the final conclusion of this game. RCC 8, WCC 3. This has been Alec Biello broadcasting live with the remote field production class here at Rockland Community College, signing off with the school.